Yeah, no, you ain't no psycho. You're not.
It was Lori, Angel Lori. She sent a cash app. Let me see what she says her. She says, for a reading that my higher self wants me to know. And then this is her profile right here. And thank you, Lori. That was amazing of you. And she says for a reading of my higher self needs me to know.
Okay, yes. And you know, I think this is only like our third time doing one of these together, but I have to say, the very first time Angel Lori's energy showed up before you had her profile on the screen. So like I don't know. I feel like also while I was doing the meditation earlier leading up to this, I could be wrong, but what I felt like was that I always have certain things that I say to just make sure it's completely clear who, like what my intentions are and the connections. And I felt to also include, which doesn't usually happen, that if there's someone who was interested in receiving a reading, who I may have past life experience with, and that this reading could be an opportunity for me to repay a debt from then, that I wanted to make it available, make myself available tonight to say, I am happy to do so, all with the intention to serve the highest and greatest good and give a clear message to whoever that is. And I only bring that up because as you were talking about Angel Lori, that same energy just revisited me. So I don't know if the feeling is mutual, but I could say that's what I'm sensing from my side. So
Can I tell you one thing about Lori? She's a really magical person. She has a husky named Thor, by the way, and he's like a person, but also she gets orbs around her every night. Like she films them. She has a camera in her and she posts them on Facebook. She has a camera in her bedroom. She posts them on her YouTube channel too. But these orbs fly around her all the time. They fly around her dog Thor. And so I was thinking maybe what you thought of that as well. Like maybe that would, help you tap in or something, or see what maybe she's experiencing.
Well, we were talking earlier about my experience with the lucid dream jumping. And I feel like, obviously there are many of us who are out there doing such things and other things of the like. And I feel like, Lori is definitely one of those people who is in touch with her abilities beyond the physical, and in regular communication with, I wouldn't just say like other species, but alternate dimensions as well. Gosh, okay. I haven't pulled a card yet, but as I was saying that, what's coming through to me is is that there's aspects. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Lori, if something is happening to you where you're having connections with beings who actually are not just the people you normally talk to, they actually seem like, even if they don't look like you right now, that they seem to be other versions of you, potentially in the future, potentially in an alternate reality, potentially in another dimension, potentially in physical or non-physical form. And if you're wondering sometimes when you come back to your body or your regular world, if you're going crazy, if this is just too fantastical, if you're fantasizing, these are all natural things, and it's important to sort of keep ourselves in check. What I want to say to you is, no, you're not crazy. This is for real. I feel like this is for real happening to you. And when this happened to me, how it was told to me is it was identified as a process called convergence of self. So convergence was a word that echoed through my life for over a year, I would say. And this is part of the evolution process. Is really, I feel, this is my personal opinion, it's not a process of the soul. The soul is already perfect, intact. It is the all. What's happening is our consciousness, our mental human consciousness, can only grasp so much. And so when some of these memories come flooding in, and when we start to have the ability to communicate with these other aspects of self, it can make so much sense. It seems so simple, but also seem extremely complicated at the same time. And so I would say, just breathe into it, let it unfold organically, trust yourself. This is not something where people, when this starts happening, they need to hop on and start researching. And no, it's actually let it breathe until the next whatever happens. Because if you allow yourself to be in an observer mode while also being the active experiencer and creator in your own life, then your inner guidance system simply will not lead you wrong. So
I love that. I love that for her.
I hope I didn't go too far. I'm sorry. There's a lot.
She said, convergence of self. She likes it, I think. You know, she's feeling it, I think.
Okay. I've been in download mode all day today, so
Yeah.